Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. We seem to have a rematch coming up with Putar Margot. He went really heavy into buying higher veterancy units on us last round. It didn't work for him. Did not. But who knows? Maybe he can show us how to work it. He wasn't even doing the control specialist either, right? So I think speed is really good. I'm shocked that speed is 4,500. I will absolutely take speed again. The question is just, with speed and him going for Phoenix and stuff, I really wanted to get... I think I want to get... Even though I think marksmen make a lot of sense to counter the Phoenix, I'm going to start by buying some Fangs to break up these initial assaults that are going to be coming down of Fangs. Because without it, the Phoenix will just insta-target my arc lights and we'll be in big doo-doo territory. Interesting. He's going... This is what he did last time. He did flanks on the corner. Like, Fangs on the corners. Interesting as well. He's putting his Phoenix in the center. I mean, I guess maybe it makes sense because we have Stormcaller, so he doesn't want any collateral damage, but look at this. Like, the lack of front line. Like, he could have overpowered my Fangs with that initial engagement, but... I don't know, man. Maybe this guy has played a lot of games, and it isn't actually that, you know, that skilled. I don't want to... Oh, there. Assault Fangs. I mean, I don't want to send bad vibes or anything. Like, we're going to keep... Now that we got Assault Fangs, I'm actually going to continue down the Assault Fang path. And I'm going to keep a hole in the center of our lines here. That's fine. $200 extra. Let's save up for an upgrade next round. No, let's take the cash advance right now and mechanical rage and attack. We're going all, like, we're just gonna crush right now. He's going wasps. I would not have done that, my dude. I guess that he wants to stay off the ground because of the Stormcallers, but, like, the wasp need to get really close. I mean, are they gonna come in from behind at least? Yeah, okay. Some of my boys did go after it, though. Probably not enough, but given that they got a couple of initial kills, it should slow things down. Any chance we can blow up their bases here real quick? They're blowing up mine, but I got theirs first, and then I got their other one. Look at these Fangs, man. Because of Mechanical Rage and the Speed Specialist, we just clear so much distance. And now he has to get the jump drive to get the hell out of here. Like, and I don't even mind deploying some Fangs back there. I know I took a loan, but like, dude, fine by me. Deployment Specialist. Oh man, I really wasn't intending on deploying 3 units this round. But with Deployment Specialist, I will take a $100 penalty in the future to deploy another squaddy. And then I can upgrade my missiles or my squads. I'm gonna go for my squads here. That actually makes a lot of sense. The missiles, like Stormcallers, like, they're cool and all, but it's not exactly what I need. So he put a squad on this side. Well, that's bold. And then there's a squad on this side. Again, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're saying, man. Once I get extended range too, we are going to actually dominate. Not that we're not already dominating. 4,500. Let's scroll out here. This is the squad that, like, this one's dead. This one here doesn't have to do, like, a reboot thing. So they did get through mostly, and now we're closing in, and everything's dying. A couple of their units survived. Yeah. So, supremacy of the Fang. It's just the Marine build in StarCraft 2, right? Just all Marines all day. Oh, here they come. They're blowing up my base. Yeah. I mean, can we upgrade more? It looks like a couple other fangs ranked up. Smoke bomb. No, man. I'm just going to take the money on this one. We're fine. So, deploy. Remember, we get 3 deployments every time here. So even though I want to buy the range upgrade, I'm just losing it laughing at the effectiveness of fangs, you know? I didn't actually look at what else was being provided as, like, available. So I'm just going to put these fangs back here in case eventually somebody gets something to, like, spawn units behind the lines. Okay, he finally went for the Vulcan. Like, it takes so long for people to go for Vulcans. They need, like, a barrier to be provided to them, apparently. And then I go melting point next turn, right? Like, he's getting so many marksmen. Like, why does he have so many marksmen? I'm literally buying fangs. This is, like, insanity. So this is where the second wave of fangs is very helpful. It just keeps his flamethrower tied up while we absolutely run around the map, you know, surrounding his boys, running in on the base. All of these air units did get destroyed, so it's just missiles and missiles and missiles. More bases being blown up. Love it. Alright. So what is next? Smoke bomb, redeployment, wasp swarm. I think we just take the wasp swarm, put it in the back. That might just be enough to, like, win the game. If he got one, it would get deployed right on top of my fangs. Good luck, my dude. Here's the melting point being thrown in. Again, hoping to get it onto the flamer. And I'm just gonna keep fanging up here, man. Like, I don't care. This is a really good time, though. Instead of upgrading my fangs, I'm gonna upgrade my Stormcallers because they're the ones that are gonna chew through this shield. Let's do this again. I kind of like these weird formation-y box stuff. Okay, he did get more Vulcans. Good for him. Is he? Oh, he is playing the Elite Specialist. I didn't even realize. And he went Deployment Specialist as well. Interesting. And he also went Assault Fang. But, like, anyway. If we get extended range on our fangs, we might actually, like, we would outrange the fire, which is, like, a big deal. He did redeploy his air units behind. So good for him. He's probably gonna win if I don't blow up his bases, but I did blow up his bases. He is behind me. He did do the same thing with his guys, despite being deployed right on top of my units. So you get blown up because you're level 2. You get blown up because I'm level 2. And then even if these guys, like, these guys are just, they're so messed up, man. They're so boned. They probably would have been able to beat the melting point alone, but the Stormcallers, I mean, come on. 90 health. All right. Parasitic ammo, it's good, but I'm just gonna go for the normal laser here. Let's upgrade you. Give you increased attack. Let's take the loan. I'm just gonna go extended range. I'm not even gonna do the triple deployment this turn. Though no, for me, that I would have loved to like just upgrade the range of my fangs. Like, that would have been insane. In a good way. Insanely good. So he got some crawlers with replicators. I mean, and he got the Vulcans with the ability to turn units against us. That is a pretty massive W for him, quite frankly, because I do have so many little units for him to create parasites with. I find parasitic ammo works best on Vulcans. Straight up. I'm just happy that I have so many fangs coming in support. So I'm hoping that you know, I guess you guys are going to keep spawning freaking crap for me, unfortunately. But there's the extended range coming online here and here, right? So bam, bam. Very, very big deal. They do have a lot of little crappers being spawned, but at this point, I mean, they have 90 health. They have to win. Oh, I got the healing ray. I meant to get the killing ray, the range upgrade. No wonder I was so shocked that this guy couldn't kill, like, engage immediately off the hop. Yeah, big missile salvo here. I mean, if you didn't love it, I did. So there you go. Return to lobby. Once again, we're so far ahead on recordings for this series. We're not even getting that much combat power from that rematch. But we're so far ahead that we're going to make these a couple double features for a little bit. See how that goes. Tantalizing Turtle. 3,000. So this guy is more in line with our elo. Though again, you have to lose to someone who's quite far lower than you to actually lose elo. I think speed. Look, guys, speed. This is like the speed run. Like if I named my videos, if I gave them titles, and who knows, maybe a month and a half from now I am naming my titles. But like speed is so good, especially when you're using these small, like slow units where one of their major drawbacks is that they are so they're just standoffish. So arc lights and stuff, I mean, look, that's fine. We get a lot of value out of the single target damage here, quite frankly. He's got arc lights, those are good. We've got tanks and we've got fangs. And I want to make sure that their Phoenix shoot my fangs, but that their arc light shoots my tanks. It's a whole shabam. But we'll try this kind of standard formation at first. And I am actually going to get marksman on this one. I really do think that a couple of marksmen would make all the difference so far with the build that they're showing, because they all have high HP individual units. Looks like he bought additional Phoenix. Marksman can combat Phoenix. In fact, even just going all in on fangs, you can kind of counter the Phoenix and just go straight ground forces, mechanical rage. Certainly things that I'm interested in doing. Right now the tanks do be chilling. What does he have here? He does have anti-air, marksman armor, and stuff. Okay, so he could do a lot with his arc lights. He's got the quick supply specialist. I don't agree with buying missiles turn 1, man. I really don't. It just puts you... Like, you could have bought a tech for the whole game. Like, you could be so much further ahead had you just, like, cared to make sensible decisions. And even with all the investments you made, I have 2 marksmen behind a front line, right? If it wasn't for this marksman here, I actually would have won that one. Because they're still blowing up my tanks with everything else. So this one marksman they had is actually the difference maker. Nothing else. Deployment specialist, absolutely. I still think that getting some more marksmen is appropriate. We do have the extended, we have the speed, right? What we want to get is mechanical rage and other things. This might be a good time, though, to just invest in the old rear guard here. And then just get another marksman. Just get him another marksman there. Let's unlock the arc light for reasons. What did he end up going for? Just some fangs of his own to go behind my tankies. Again, I have tanks, he has arc lights. That kind of just cancels each other out. No big deal. Again, as long as this marksman doesn't attack mine first, we're kind of cool. Because all these marksmen are now walking in. And, like, even if it wasn't for these marksmen, the fangs, with movement speed, are absolutely able to get in there and get the job done. Photon emission. I'm gonna, even though all this is good, I'm gonna keep up with just taking the money here, because for 300 we can get this bonus, and then boom, there's 2 more mechanical rages added in, and then we're actually gonna buy another Fang as a rear guard in case they ever get something to summon things. They'll join the fight as it's in progress. Everything there is good. Oh, they got anti-technology. Great, you're going to be shooting my freaking Fangs. And they're going to die in one shot anyway. Like, I'm fine with this. You took the +1 deployment. No, you took the level 2 deployment. Getting level 2 Fangs, that's pretty legit. I'll give you that. Right now, my Fangs are a little spread thin here. But they're in, like, a long-term box formation to prevent any issues. Any potential flanky poos, but also providing just like late run-in potential so that these marksmen can just keep popping off. Like, I think the next thing to consider, like, I might just be able to beat them mano with Fangs. You get the extended range. He doesn't have mechanical rage, right? So if I get extended range, I think we're good. Again, he's buying missiles, fine. I can also just buy more tanks. Stormcallers in particular stand out as, like, the thing to do. Even extended range on the tanks, for instance, or even mechanical rage. Like, I think I usually prefer mechanical rage just for getting in there and causing trouble. But, like, you can see it for yourself, man. Movement speed. We are, once again, a speed specialist, and it shows. That's one thing that he cannot copy us at this point. He can do a lot of other things, but not that. Attack specialist, yes, sir. I can't get the range if I'm going to get the additional units here. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get some more units. I'm going to stagger kind of forward a little bit just to limit the impact of missiles. I'm going to keep upgrading you guys. Gonna upgrade you. And let's get another marksman. It's time. Over here. And sure, crawlers for the future. So he did get a ground unit. He called in a Vulcan. Pretty good. Pretty interesting. The counter is going to be... like, it's just for one turn, so it's not that big deal. He did go Stormcallers. Interesting. So, the Vulcan is probably the biggest deal right now. The level 3 marksman really can do a lot, though, in terms of, you know, locking that down. And now we're closing distance. Again, they've got missiles. They've got a lot of things that, I mean, they should be doing well with. But these Fangs, man, mechanical rage. I will say it. Until the cows come home. Which is not something that they plan on doing anytime soon. At least I hope not. Junior recruitment boy is insanely good for us right now. Alright, if I go range upgrade, I only need 150 quid for 3 more. Oh my lordy. Even if at this point he buys, like, flame units, like, I don't know, man. He needs a lot. He's getting more Stormcallers. Good for him. He knows that they're relevant. He knows that they're important. And he's got shields on his Phoenix. I mean, fine, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking this, just like all Fangs all day. 800 for a shield upgrade would be pretty sexy. Round 6 is 1,200 bucks next turn. Just saying. I can get Stormcallers of my own as well. He does have Incendiary. To me, Incendiary is like the game changer if you were to buy them. But again, here we go. Range, shooty, shooty, shooty. The missiles are hitting, unfortunately. We're seeing that happen live. But, you know, we keep moving forward regardless. We certainly do. Reinforcements returning from the rear. I mean, it's a lot of damage. Laser sights. I'll get a laser sight on my marksman. It's not like super fancy or anything, but it's something. Let's get the shield upgrade because that's funny to me. And yeah, just three more fangs, I think. Just kind of putting them in the rear. We'll fill out this slot here. He could buy Vulcans. He should buy Vulcans. He's gonna create an insane Incendiary, and he's gonna buy the Vulcans. Okay, he's done it. I thought he was gonna let us just trounce on him all day with just insane swarms of our boys here. Arguably, I should go for Phoenix of my own. Because I have the manufacturing specialist. I've got a lot of things here. So pew, pew, pew. The shield gives us some survivability here. He creates an insane ignited territory zone in between us. The tanks are doing what they can. I mean, at least his units walk forward as well, right? So, like, most of his units died just as well as mine did. And now all this ground stuff that he's using to win the game is not going to be there next time. And honestly, this one squad of Fangs that got through, I don't know, man. They are pretty cool. They're a pretty cool crew. But no, they're gonna blow up my base, unfortunately. And without the rapid killing and moving, we're not dodging missiles. Good for them. They got us beat. Just barely though, right? And that's with all of those powers. Now, how do we counter the Vulcans? I've mentioned several things. The melting point is the go-to answer. Assault Fangs are hilariously good for us right now. There's also air units in general. Overlord, Phoenix. We could even consider hacking. I'm going to go with the stand-up fight of just give me the Death Laser and allow me to do the Lord's work. I betcha that he's going to have even more things to throw at me in terms of, like, Vulcans. But I'm still going to focus on just kind of leveling up here for a second. I might get another marksman, and I actually wish that one of those marksman upgrades went to him. I'm going to take a loan. I just think that leveling up is actually, like, a pretty, like, goated thing. I'm doing it with kind of my rear units, understanding that the front units are more likely to die. But a tier 4 marksman with the range equipment, like, not even the range upgrade, just equipment, means that we're in a good spot. Stormcallers with range, that makes sense. Next up, we could really consider going for Mustangs with anti-missile tech. Or again, we could do a million other things that would also make sense. But there we go. The Assault Fangs do mean that we have lost some attack range, but we're going to be moving so much faster. What is it? Another 3 movement speed. So these are 17. These are literally faster than base level crawlers that have a 16 meter per second movement speed. And given that we have 2 big laser boys alive, I would say that we did all right there. We did absolutely a-okay. So he needed a lot of things to keep him in the fight because we had Well, I don't even know. I wish there was just a count of how many units we have. But basically, let's just take a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Fang squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squads that weren't. So out of our 25 squads, 16 were Fangs. So the Stormcallers were legit, but he gave them range instead of incendiary. He should have lit the whole battlefield on fire. The whole bloody thing. Like, just don't stop. The Marksman, I don't know why he bought as many as he did. Maybe he just did in the first round. That's fine. The Arc Lights, he certainly could have bought more, but he didn't have the range upgrade on them, which would have been the biggest deal. He could have got the Elite upgrade. The Phoenix were basically useless as well. And because he never upgraded his Fangs, I just have, like, look at his Fangs, right? 6 meters per second, 55 damage, 80 range. Attacking every 1.5 seconds. 17 meters per second, 105 range, right? Again, remembering that we sacrificed some range for speed. 187 damage. Actually, sorry, let me click this guy. 97 damage to 55. Right, again, I haven't upgraded this guy. He hasn't upgraded that guy. Why do you do so much more damage, though? Is that part of the Assault Fang? Yeah, attack by 40%. And then 1 second cooldown on the attack. So, like, they do be running, man. 17 meters per second. I could reduce, like, I got 11 more meters over him, man. I got 11 more meters. His Phoenix, his freaking airships have 16. Just let it be known, all right? Anyway, without further ado, let's go back to the lobby here, and we'll see what that did to our elo. It did level us up. It doesn't actually... Not enough so that it ticked us up to 45, though. Am I level 45 right now? Or maybe... No, maybe that's the last research. There's only 2 more points to get in terms of research. It is how it is. Let's also review this. 402 is Russian, 3 is German, 2 is Chinese, 1 is multi. So anytime we go against those 3, it is the German servers. Those are the common ones. We have seen some 4s. We don't see many 2s and 1s. We're not really awake at the same time as the Chinese servers. But yeah, there you go. Once again, our ladder climb is continuing. We're having a fantastic time. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.